Hey guys, so I would like to greet all of you and congratulate all of you because you are among the pioneers. We're the pioneers who are walking the ascension path and helping ground 5D on Mother Earth. And this is not an easy task because every decision of your life, every day has to be aligned with the 5D process, has to be aligned with the 5D mission. Okay, so it's a very difficult task, so that is the reason I like to greet you and congratulate you and remind you that you are the pioneers of new earth. Okay, so today I want to give a very important message to the twin flames and to the star seeds. See, previously when we had the star seeds incarnate or the twin flames incarnate, they came here with their usual plan of bringing in the higher timelines here, opening up the higher portals, higher dimensional portals over here. Okay, but the earth plane was so dense, it was so dense that it interrupted their divine connection, it interrupted their connection with the divinity. Okay, and it kind of weakened them and they were not able to pull in the higher timelines. Okay, because it weakened the spiritual connection because the earth is entirely very dense. Okay, so this was in the previous times like 1960s, 1970s, 1950s onwards when this process started, and even before that. Okay, so they had to live a life that was completely disconnected from the mainstream. Okay, they had to live that kind of a life, and a lot of star seeds, twin flames just committed suicide because of lack of community. Okay, so right now what I'm providing for you is community. Okay, we are all providing community for each other, and during that time we didn't have IT development, we didn't have the internet, because internet is very special in the sense that it is just like a higher dimension, just like 5D. Okay, many times what our mind thinks and the synchronicities that we get on internet are similar, because even in astrology we see internet through the 12th house, which is Pisces. Okay, we see internet through the 12th house, which is Pisces, which is also the spiritual realm. So the spiritual realm and internet, which is ether element, is kind of connected. Okay, so that is why we get most of our messages via the net. All right, and we connect also with the higher dimensional community via the net. Okay, first, and then we start grounding it, like we start, organizing retreats. Yeah, like grounding it. Okay, organizing the physical location communities. Okay, so that's the process. So today's video, there is an important message for starseeds and twin flames. See, the main reason why they struggle, they tend to give up, is because of the lack of knowledge. Okay, that is the main reason. And it's not just enough to have knowledge, because you need to be able to access the right bit of knowledge, the right chunk of knowledge at the right time. Sometimes we know a lot of things, but in the moment, in the right moment when we need it, that information is not available to us, because it's also about having the right knowledge, but it's also about being on a particular frequency. And what interrupts this process of being on the right frequency is the karmic debt. Okay, and that is the main issue, that is the main thing that the starseeds and the twin flames came here to clear. Everything is about the karmic debt that we took on, or that is our own karma. See, to enter this dense plane, you need to take on a certain amount of karmic debt. Okay, and that's what happened, and it was sometimes too much for the twin flames and starseeds to navigate through. It was too much for them, and so sometimes they just gave up on life and uh, turned into like this fallen angels. Like I was uh, watching the movie clips of the movie Joker, okay, and he's a person who is so pissed off with the system, and he goes crazy because the system and even his own father, he experiences abandonment, he experiences attachment trauma, emotional abandonment from his father, from his mother, and from the community as such. Okay, his needs are not met, and so that's when he turns into a villain. So something like that happened to a lot of starseeds, happened to a lot of twin flames. Okay, but a point of the video is, see, starseeds and twin flames struggle, and they live, they kind of don't get what they want in their life, they're not happy because of their mission. Yes, because of their mission, because they are not focused on their mission, because their whole soul has set up their life to be a hell if you diverge from the mission. You getting me? Okay, so it's like your life turns into more and more of a 5D heavenly life the more you do your mission work. Okay, the moment you diverge, the moment you like deprioritize your mission work, your life will turn into a hell, and your guides will make sure that that happens for you. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that everything that you want lies on the other hand of completing your work. Okay, because we are here to ground 5D. Okay, star seeds, twin flames are higher dimensional beings, they're 5D beings, the higher dimensional beings, they're 5D beings. So it makes sense that their life will not be as they like in the lower dimensions. So that means what? That means basically you have to kind of be like a hermit. Okay, you have to be in the world like a pretense, and of course genuinely when it comes to doing your work, when you're doing your work you genuinely be here, but when it comes to relationships sometimes you just have to pretend and have superficial relationships because nobody really gets you in the karmic matrix. There are different realities, there are different worlds. Okay, and we are not 3D beings, we are 5D beings. So we have to be goal focused like a racehorse. Okay, and our entire energy has to be focused on clearing the karmic debt and keeping the kundalini raised in the crown chakra and forming the toroidal field, forming the markaba. Okay, creating the union of the left brain, the right brain. Okay, the divide, the merge of the 60/70. Okay, that is 5D, guys. That is 5D. That is where you get your abundance. That is where you get your community. That is where you get your twin or soulmate. Okay, that is where you get your friends, that is where your relationship with your parents is. Seriously, we are here to ground the 5D timelines. Okay, and if you don't do your mission, your life will turn into a hell, and then that's when all the disasters happen. Okay, that's when all the disasters happen. And yes, it is true that there are a lot of psychic attacks that happen. Okay, that is true. Okay, and that is just part of the process. You have to deal with the attacks. Okay, you have to deal with the psychic attacks, but you also have the knowledge of how to. Okay, because you have to, by hook or by crook, you have to keep the kundalini raised, because psychic attacks only happen when the karmic downloads happen in the chakra. Like for example, when you're clearing the karma of between, constantly this karma is coming into your heart chakra. Okay, and you are clearing it. His karmic load is coming into your system and you're clearing it. Okay, so you have to make sure that your heart chakra is spinning rightly, and you also have to make sure that your kundalini stays raised. Okay, that it doesn't drop. Okay, that your heart chakra doesn't stop spinning. And what is it that you have to do to make sure that this continues is daily sadhana. You have to do your daily sadhana. Okay, because in dhyan, in samadhi, kundalini rises and kundalini clears the karmic blockages. Because the higher you go, it gets more and more difficult I mean, like more and more heavy karma comes through for you to clear the higher you go, and especially when you reach the end stages. And at that time, sadhana becomes very, very important. Okay, and even if you're not doing sadhana, actually, if you are a star seeds and you are activated, like your kundalini is activated, your markava is activated, your chakras are pretty cleared and balanced, then you know uh, kundalini is working. Even when you're not doing sadhana, kundalini is clearing the karma on its own, even if you're not doing sadhana. But sadhana really helps to uh, give a message to the kundalini shakti that you are supporting her, okay, that you're supporting the process, and it actually fastens. Okay, so when like this heavy karmic downloads, okay, like for example, right now I'm having a lot of karmic downloads coming down in my heart chakra that have got to do with my twins uh, ancestral karma, which has got to do with attachment trauma. And in astrology, we see it as Saturn moon. Okay, usually Saturn moon individuals, they have mothers who are not able to meet their emotional needs. Okay, and actually these individuals are born with that karmic monad. They have mothers who cannot meet their emotional needs, they have sisters who can't meet their emotional needs. Every feminine energy in their reality matrix projection either gives them a emotional trauma, or is like confuses them emotionally, or does some fucking shit to their emotional body. Okay, that is because they incarnate with that karmic monad. Okay, and they have to clear a certain amount of karma to access a healthy feminine energy. And even when they do access a healthy feminine energy, what happens is their trauma kicks in, and they start projecting all their issues on that healthy balanced feminine, the divine feminine energy, and they keep incurring more karma because they are in a state of narcissism where they have not healed their issues. So if they come in contact with the healthy feminine, come in contact with the divine feminine, then they will definitely project their issues on her. Okay, whereas when they come in contact with their karmic feminines, their karmics, it happens the other way. They try to attach to them, they try to invest in them, they try to love them because they have a karmic bond, remember, with this person, and they have to settle it. And then this person gives them a trauma, and then their attachment, what do you say, that attachment issue, that attachment trauma gets worse. Okay, so that was about Saturn moon. Okay, what we see in astrology, and I was talking about a karmic download. So I'm having all that kind of karmic downloads coming of my twin and my twin's ancestry, and maybe even my ancestry. Okay, I'm not very sure, but I think it's my twin's ancestry. Okay, so I'm having all that karmic debt flowing into my system, and if I don't do sadhana at this point, I actually get a heartburn, I get an acid reflux. Okay, because the karma comes in very strongly, and my heart chakra, it blocks, it gets blocked. Okay, it's not spinning. Okay, it's not spinning as it's supposed to spin, and that's when the acid reflux starts. That's when the you know that those issues start. Okay, sometimes it's a health issue, sometimes it's some issue in your physical reality, some relationship issue, but all this is the karmic debris that's flowing into your system, and you have to find a way to clear it. Okay, so this is in essence like the basics I'm giving you of what happens with star seeds, what happens with twin flames, and what happens with anybody who has come in with the ascension contract. Okay, see, you have to fulfill your contract, and if you don't fulfill your contract, uh, reality will get very tough for you. Okay, reality will get very tough for you. So the whole life basically for starseeds twin flames exists when you merge your third eye chakra with your crown chakra, when you do the divine merging process. Okay, and as I was getting these downloads, I thought, let me make a video. It might help some star seed, some twin flame from taking a really, really bad decision in their life. Okay, it might help someone, it might just help someone. Okay, because I'm at a place that where I have the access to this divine knowledge. I've done years and years of work, so I have access to this divine knowledge, which is why I'm sharing it. And if you feel guided to, please donate to my channel. Okay, I put up my Google Pay link, I have put up my WhatsApp link. Whatever you guided to share and donate, share it, because I continuously share my downloads with my community. Okay, so yeah, this was the important message that I wanted to convey to the starseeds. I wanted to convey to the twin flames. You have to first complete your mission, then you will have your career, then you will have your friends, then you will have everything that you want. And all these things are held back until you fulfill your ascension contract with Gaia. Okay, you came here with a ascension contract with Gaia. Okay, and she will remind you of it time and again. Your guides will remind you of it time and again. Okay, so I will sign off now. If you like, you can check out my artworks, you can order my artworks, you can order a portrait commission with me, and we'll have to discuss the details of the process. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it, and subscribe to my channel, because I keep sharing with you my life as a starseed, as a twin flame, my challenges, my joys, the guidance that I receive for this community. And of course, I'm an artist, and that is my main career. Okay, spirituality is like a secondary thing that I do, but my main career is an artist. So if you'd like to support me, you can buy some of my artworks, and you can also uh, commission a portrait. Okay, I take child portraits, couple portraits, pet portraits, etc. So I'll be signing off for now, and I will see you again next time. Bye.